Hey everybody, so this is going to be part 3. I just finished sharpening the Seki Magoroku. So I'm going to be doing the Misono UX10 now. This is the 7-inch. So it is a little short compared to especially something like the Nakiri. Especially when I'm pinching. But I mean, it still works, but that's why I generally don't use it that much. I think right now it's still okay. It's not as dull as I thought it'd be. But I am, like I said in the beginning, I am gonna dull this up a little bit more to kind of test more of the cutting power. So after like the initial first sharpening from the Naozumi knife in the part 1, like the water situation has stabilized. Not completely, was still absorbing a little bit of water. But after the second one, it basically just staying, like right now, it's just staying on the stone now. There's no more absorption. So maybe in the future I will actually soak the stone first. I mean, I don't think they wrote on the website it's supposed to be a soaking stone. I could be wrong. I mean, if I look, I'll probably look it up after this recording this, but I actually don't think they said anything like that, but like I said, they're technically taking like the Naniwa stones and then basically slightly changing the blend, I think, because it's from the same manufacturer. That's why like their color schemes are just basically completely different, except for the 8000. So the Toma 140. It's a bit hard to see now, but there's a bit of a kind of rolled onto like the 10 side, I guess you can say. So when I flipped it, I did see a little bit of, I guess you can say, gouging on it. Although once I put water on it, I don't really see it. I mean, Nani was not super hard. I mean, I know I keep comparing to Naniwa, but like they're just so similar to Naniwa, and they're made in like it's the manufacturer, and then they basically just put their own label on it. So there are slight differences, like especially the water absorption. So I didn't really go through how I sharpen the asymmetrical grind on this. Don't worry, I'm gonna wash this before I put it back on the magnet block. But basically spend most of your time on the asymmetrical side before switching to the like basically you can say this like either 10 or 20 and then like 80 or 90. Basically spend most of your time on the big bevel and then you're just basically deburring with the small bevel. That's why sometimes I feel like the asymmetrical grinds just is much faster at sharpening. I mean, technically it is because it's very easy to get this. That's why when I was comparing this to the Civivi Cebus in 14C28N, sometimes it's like this would get, even though it feel like, I don't know if it's actually this roughly the same HRC or lower because of the asymmetrical grind. So it's like it wasn't really a great test. But just like the Cebus, the reason why I compared it to that was how short of a distance it gives me from the cutting board. I mean, yes, technically there is enough clearance, but now also this is similar to the Butterfork where the balance is actually right behind here and not at the where you pinch. I think it really is because of how short the actual blade is. Because, well, but you can see this compared to the Butterfork Nakiri, not the chef knife. The Nakiri, this is a full tang, and there's a metal bolster and the pins. So I don't have the Butterfork with me anymore. I want to brought it home instead of at work. But compared to that, I guess I can show you a stand-in. The Butterfork chef knife. Like, I don't know if it's also technically all the way through, unless I open it, which I haven't done that yet because I don't really have a need to. I mean, I can, because I think they said that you can just change the handles. So either they have some kind of like thing that they just go either like halfway, and then this is some kind of just pinning thing. I guess I can just kind of do it right now. Yeah, so it is like almost like not really a. I can't really say it's a full tang, but it's not like a partial tang like this, because that one only goes up to like maybe here or something. This one, the tang goes all the way up to here, and then you have this big metal part that's giving all the weight to the handle of the Butterfork. So if you were to get a Butterfork, get the chef knife, don't get the Nakiri. As a Nakiri style, I don't think it's actually worth it that much. The chef knife, for the price, especially for the price, I think it's worth it. I will also watch that after I finish. By the way, I'm not gonna be fixing the tip. I haven't fixed this tip for like many years, so I'm not gonna start now. It's not bad speed, so probably need to do it back to back a little bit more, but I'm gonna do it for next time. But asymmetrical grind is actually quite easy to sharpen because although this time I made sure that kind of, I guess you can say I deburred it first because I said in the beginning that there was a burr that formed for when I like dulled it on the 140 Atoma. So I kind of just deburred it with like 5 passes of like just straight strokes. And then I went back to the main side. I technically didn't get it until the second one, I think. But when, even though I had burr forming on this side, on the second one, I think the middle was not as big as like the heel and like this section. So I did do one more pass. Well, pass, but it's not really a pass because I usually go from tip to heel and then like full length strokes. But when it comes down to the stropping part, usually I do, I guess let's just say, like for this knife, I did 12 on the main side and then 6 on the bottom side. And then I did 8, 4, and then like 4, 2, and like 2, 1. By the time I get to the singles, like the 1 and 1, I do want a touch more pressure on this side versus this side because of the asymmetrical grind. Because if I use the same pressure, this will always push a burr onto that side much easier because of the asymmetrical grind compared to if you had a even 50-50. Then you can use like the same pressure or basically the same no pressure. Like the no pressure is basically the weight of your hand plus the knife. Well, it's technically not no pressure, it's just the minimum amount of pressure that it needs. So, you know, I do wish that it didn't have to like require me like to, what do you call it, like just keep spraying water onto it. So next time I will probably just soak it first in comparison to the Naniwa Pros. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Have a good day.